a little bit about not being able to convince other people to accept you or to like you. So, something that's been coming up a lot lately right now is mental health. And especially, this is something that I'm really vocal about, being an influencer, being a creator myself. I have a lot of colleagues and I see a lot of and study and research a lot of people that are out in the public all the time, that are streamers, or even, people that have been singers or musicians or whatever. I've studied a lot of this for many, many years because it just is, human behavior is very curious and fascinating to me. And something that maybe you've heard of before is your vibe attracts your tribe, or like attracts like. Frequencies interact and attract one another. And I just want to point out something that I've noticed in watching patterns and seeing people just really trying to convince somebody else that they are one way or another about something or some way. And I'm here to tell you that I'm not saying it's a waste of energy to try to put energy or effort into other people or explain yourself or something like that. But the other person has to be in the frequency in order to receive that information. And there's a very limited amount of interaction where that actually happens. Otherwise, these things happen organically. The way that we evolve and the way that we shift doesn't necessarily happen because somebody's talking at you like I'm doing right now. It happens because of an experience that we go through or a transformation that we're already going through. And so when we waste a bunch of time trying to convince somebody else that we are a certain way, or we're trying to convince somebody that we aren't a certain way. I saw somebody the other day that was saying, I have to block 20 people a day on my channel, and on and on. And it's like, I've been there myself where I feel like I have to block and all that. But if I am blocking, it's non-emotional. It's a detached emotion. It's like, okay, I'm blocking and I'm removing this comment because I want to keep my content clean, not because I'm, freaked out that this person is influencing my energy field, my aura, how much I look at myself and the way I feel about myself. The people that sit at my table, the people I cook for, I do cooking stuff too, but the people that are hanging out with me are not the ones that are going to talk to me like that. They are going to challenge me. I want people around me who are going to challenge me, the way that I think, the way that I act, the way that I show up in the world, because I do want to show up as my best self. But not everybody is ready to hear the truth about themselves. Not everybody's ready to reflect on that. And it isn't necessarily because they don't want to. A lot of the time people are that way because they have also been wounded and damaged and injured so much themselves that they don't want to see someone else growing. They don't want to see someone else in the spotlight. Hello, I am in Michigan in the United States. But anyway, I feel like we put so much value on what other people think of us, and it's actually wired inside of us. It's a part of our physiology for survival. It's a survival instinct to worry about what other people think about us. However, we have higher functioning brains, and we are totally capable of rewiring the way we behave and the way that we think about our emotions and how we feel and respond to them. And it really takes, number one, our self-acceptance of ourselves and being able to surround ourselves with people who will also mirror back to us our authentic selves, that we're real, that we're the people that we belong with. And I like to think about it as organs inside the human body. Everything is a pattern. Everything's related to nature. Everything's related to the things that are physical around us, the vehicles around us, the way that our motor runs, and the way that, it's all connected. Like, how do you think we come up with these ideas? Because we are a vehicle ourselves. So anyway, our brains are totally capable of rewiring and thinking differently. And the more that we show up as ourselves, even a little bit at a time, even when it feels scary, usually when it feels really scary to be brave and be ourselves. And I'm not talking about just being a total rotten snot about something. That isn't you showing up as yourself. That's you being defensive, and that's you defending yourself. I'm talking about being raw and vulnerable and truthful, and just being like, you know what? If this other person doesn't accept me for how I am, that's okay. Not, fine, you can leave. That's also defensiveness. And so your chair just broke. Oh, that's not funny, but that's what I'm talking about. Like, the energy of the things around us, like something must have resonated with you that happened. You're sitting on your chair, you're listening to this video, and it breaks. A pattern's breaking. Something is breaking. So we're all organs. We're all attracted to, like, maybe we're the heart, maybe we're the voice, maybe we're the liver. So I'm like, what am I going to do to allow myself to become the heart, or to become the liver, or whatever? You're going to allow yourself to move into those spaces where you're a part of these other organs. And so when we try to be the foot and we're the hand, the things around us are going to reflect back to us that that's not where we belong, so we can move to where we do belong. So it's like, when we let go of where we don't belong right now, we can move into the place where we do belong. And that's really what my message is about right now. Like, you can't convince somebody one way or another, but you can let go of that and let this current, the river of life, the river of consciousness, sort of guide you to where your tribe, where your group of people are. And that's going to evolve based on the season of life. Can an overthinker become a therapist? I am sure they can. Anyway, I hope everybody is having an amazing afternoon. I just wanted to share this message, and hopefully everybody can just kind of give themselves permission to be who they are and let go of where the things are showing up for you to show you what you aren't, so that you can move into, like, give that gratitude too. Like, oh, that's not what I am. Great. Now I know that I don't go there. I don't go through that door. That's not the door to go through. Now I can go through this one. And I can find more people, new people to hang out with. Oh, you're in India. Nice. Okay, well, I don't even know what time it is, because I don't even have a clock by me right now. So check out my videos if you guys want to see more of my shenanigans. And I will see you later. Bye. I love you.